Hello friends, Lionheart here. Brand new patch, which means some brand new decks. Wasn't around for the first couple of days, which is always frustrating because you just always want to dive into that brand new content, but I was back with a bang today and played a lot of different lists, so expect a lot of different videos coming your way. The first one that really had some success for me was a Nilfgaard list, very unlike me. But it was a Nilfgaard Imperial Formation Soldier Spawn list. Not Masquerade Ball anti-poison, which is what I tried initially, and this list makes the best of the new Yennefer Illusionist and Triss Meteor Shower cards. It's so much fun. The constant synergy, you know what? Why don't I just show you? I'm going to take you straight in to the deck now because honestly, I just want to talk about it. So here it is. Here it is. Imperial Formation, and as I keep forgetting, this has a passive now. Place soldiers in between other soldiers, they will gain even more armor, which can be really useful in itself. 16 provisions, additional in Imperial Formation, means that you can play a lot of very valuable cards up in this list, including both Yennefer Illusionist and, of course, Triss Meteor Shower. These two cards kind of synergize pretty well together for this. Triss is more versatile in the sense that she can be used offensively in certain matchups like Relics, which you might be seeing a lot of, video coming soon. Yen is a card that you can use in any of the rounds really, but can secure you round control, which in this meta particularly feels pretty big. She very rarely stays on the board for too long, even if you protect it yourself, because ultimately, if this card sticks, you're probably winning that round as a guarantee. On deploy though, she's playing for the 4 power body, then boosts herself because you usually get a death blow. This illusionist spawns and she does the damage, so she's basically a 13 for 12 on deploy. There are several downsides. The illusionist dies to any ping, no matter what the damage is, and this obviously can be quite removable. One of the things you can do is use the best card art in the game, Triss Butterflies, to draw it into your hand to make it that little bit more protected. This is kind of Royal Decree on a stick. It is a 9 provision card that will tutor any unit from your deck. It will boost it by 3 as well, massive bonus, but does mean you can't use the card in the same turn and have to take something out of your hand to do so. A bit of hand fix, which in this list can be useful because while we thin super well, thanks to Roach, Knickers, and of course the Blight Makers, that does mean you might find some bricks in your hand as well, tends to make it pretty good. Great control tools, you've got Vigo's Muzzle and Yen's Invocation, which can win some really tricky matchups if you make sure you pick the right targets, which you will see me doing ever so slightly as we go through. Now, Yen's Illusionist will damage the lowest value unit every time something is spawned. Well, this list spawns an absolute metric ton. Mushy Truffle, spawn a bonded unit. Ramon, spawn a unit. Create is also spawn because the first keyword is spawn. And Illusionist spam as well can be fantastic. Megascopes also spawn. Blight Makers also spawn. You see the pattern. Operator fits the bill as well. This list, when you look at it on paper, feels weird. Honestly, started at the bottom of rank 3, climbed 6-0 straight to rank 2, tried it again. I played something different through rank 2 to rank 1, and then rank 1 again, played a couple of games, and it absolutely slayed. Give it a go. Let me know what you think. This is my first list of the patch. It is by no means my last. This will not surprise you at all. But if you like the video, please drop a like on it. One like goes a long way. The YouTube algorithm loves it. And if you're enjoying the content, why not subscribe to the channel? Plenty more coming your way. I'm not going to talk anymore, you'll be pleased to hear. Let's go straight into the first game. Okay, so more Salamander. Joy of joys. Have to win round 1, have to bleed round 2. Self-poison definitely seems like the strongest thing so far. Hey, technically other past Lionheart, but more recent Lionheart than that. Anyway, Misk Lionheart. Ignore me. I thought the self-poison was going to be really strong. Faced it a couple of times in a row as my first couple of games, but I hadn't quite got the hang of it, and it felt crazy because of how many single-cycle poisons it can have. But after playing it a little bit more, felt a little bit more underwhelming. It has some huge, crazy swings, but it's kind of bleedable, and maybe I'm not as much of a believer as I thought I was in the all-in poison list, or maybe it hasn't been worked out yet. I don't know. Either way, ignore that. I don't think poison's as crazy as I thought I was going to, and back to past Lionheart rather than not quite as past Lionheart. all about it straight off the bat. What if I'm running... What if I have access to Invo? Doesn't that just ruin their whole game plan to just dump that there? If I have access to Yenvo here, they're just... Or Muzzle even, the reason I'm teching it. Aren't you just dead? That feels weird. As it happens, I don't have access to it, so it's annoying. But we are where we are. I just have to play like the tortoise out here, I guess. Am I using Yen to win this round? Am I? I think I am, yeah. I think I am. So yeah, it's Yen to... I think it's Yen to win this round, right? Problem is they have so much poison that... Okay. Yen never survives long enough. So... Actually, it kills that, though. It's such cool artwork. And then we operate it into an Ardfian Tortoise and we kill the failed experiment. Awesome artwork. Let's go. Okay, failed experiment will poison itself. We'll hit the Yen. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but you know what I mean. Cool. That's okay. Now they'll... Yeah. So I think we're okay for this round. They will poison the Yen, but I think we've got enough tempo at this point that even Megascopes should be fine. Right. How terrible are these going to be? Because I can move the poisons on them, right? If I play them from Illusionists, if they get poisoned, I can move those poisons to my opponent from the Illusionists, right? I need 3 coins. That's a good shout. Yeah. Okay, so I'm currently up by 15 points here. So... Temptation to just Megascope again, to be honest. Because I'm already up by 15. Yeah. They're gonna really struggle to catch, I think, without giving away. They've given both Blenheim brothers. They can renew one of them, which obviously ends up being Roland, right? I think this list used to run a squirrel. Maybe it should again. I think Xavier's gonna hurt this list quite a lot. I see 10 people have registered for the tournament. Love to see it. Freezy, how you do? Ooh. Let's go. All right, all right. I can get 7 coins from Line of Credit. But it's 0 points, right, as a play. It's a 0-point play, but once again, I'm ahead by 14 already. So... gives me coins to potentially initiate this carryover next round, because I have to bleed. I could just take the points. Next turn I hit it, and the 2 damage becomes 3. Right? I think that's fine. I think I'm alright with that. Okay. Is this the Decree and the Nero version I think we saw last time? Although they didn't have... Like, the last player I faced wasn't running Mutant. Okay, so you should...
Nose, mouth,
Hey, Jagger, how are you doing? Okay, there's a lot of 1-turn poisoning available, which I don't like at all. Not really a fan of that. Never have been. I think that might end up being my problem with that list. So much can just... Big bleeding round 2? Yes, which is difficult when you play round 1 down so hard, right? But yeah, it looks like there are probably 5, 6 different ways of single cycle poisoning something. Before it was morale, and then they had to sort of nerf morale a reasonable different set of ways to stop it. Make it very removable, but with this, it isn't that difficult by the look of it, right? It doesn't seem overly challenging to single cycle remove almost anything. So, pre-nerf morale wasn't row-locked. I think he was 6 base power at one point as well. I might be wrong on the 6 base power. Okay, so this should be a decent bleed for us, realistically, right? Because obviously I'm just going to create failed experiments, I suppose. No, I create 1 failed experiment. I create mutants as well. Yeah. But we'll see. Open mushy truffle. Yeah, only gets poison on deploy. No, I know. I'm aware of that. I'm not worried about that though. If they poison it, it's fine, right? They have to do the poisoning, and they want to poison. So because if it's a salamander list...
No, dwarves do not qualify for childcare.
Not the casual guy. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for the follow.
Watch close.
I could always muzzle this, because they obviously need coin generation, but I'll probably just play another mutant. Yeah. Reasonably happy with this, right? Because in theory, they're not going to want to do that. This is just more points as a result. Because this at most was a 4. Fallen Railer. Okay. GG. How the turntables indeed. Is this a Yen Illusionist deck? It is a Triss Butterflies, Triss Meteor Shower, Yen Illusionist deck. Yes, Norse God, it is indeed. Get absolutely muzzled, lad. Yeah, this deck will struggle against this version of Nilfgaard more, I think. Because I'm awkward, right?
You will not stand in the way of my master's plans. I won't let you.
Nice. That's a lot of tempo. That is a lot of tempo. I respect it. Now, I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, because they haven't leaded yet, bear that in mind, right? I'm going to play this here. This probably goes back row. And I boost my own units rather than damaging these, because it damages by 1, 2. So these don't even die from Triss, bear that in mind. They don't die from Triss. It's not a lot of value. The armor absorbs all of the damage here. This place, yeah. If I play it front row, it's not doing a lot, right? Half their base power, so 1 damage, 2, no damage, no damage. Like, this 6 is half the damage, so absorbs it. It's just not really worth it. So now I have to check to boost my front row. I'm going to boost my front row, but I have to play it on the range row to do that. Right? I was wondering if they were going to... King of Beggars, why is it reddish? That's actually effect from the board, because it's in the Blood Moon, or whatever this is supposed to be. So, oh, so play Tortoise front row, because I thought they were going to poison, and this was... Because each of these will swarm once, and I would much rather miss out on 3 points here, and potentially gain 6 from these 2 boosting. Also, I can potentially just leader now, although I don't need to, I don't think. Do I leader here? Just thin the fan.
The continent will quake beneath Nilfgaardian hoof.
Okay. So Salamandra units on... Yeah, bye. Her offensive... I'm sure it is. I'll allow it. I was early. So I'll allow you to be late because I was early and because you paid money. How are you doing, my friend? How are you finding the patch so far? How are you finding the patch thus far, my friend? Ooh, not a terrible hand for once. Okay. So, I think it's safe. Nice. Single game yet? Fair enough. Honestly, my first games have been today on stream. I haven't had a chance to play anything. Pam wants a true fact. For Pamzosaurus, I will do it. Let's grab that, put that there. True fact number 397. Okay. The United States has come dangerously close to accidentally nuking itself. In 1961, 2 nuclear warheads were dropped on the state of North Carolina because the plane that carried them came apart in mid-air. Thankfully, neither of them exploded, and today, the place where they came to rest is indicated by a historic mile marker. That is a terrifying possibility, right? That is scary. Not surprising in any way, but very scary. Let's pull Yen into hand. And Slylock, thank you so much for the tier 1, my friend. Welcome home. How are you doing? Great to have you here. Great to have you here. Will I check Marvel Snap? It's not... some of it looks really cool. In terms of the animations look fun, and it's obviously very fast-paced. I'm never going to be able to get too far behind a game that has such obviously abusive mechanics, like money-wise. Like, I won't be playing Diablo Immortal. It's nowhere near on that level, to clarify, but it is very gacha. And I can't. Although, there's a chance I'll be doing some VA work around the game's new starter content, which would be really fun. Did you get an answer about the old card backs? JCM, they are in the shop right now. They are in the shop right now, my friend. I did get an answer, and they put them in. Yeah, I am going to 100... Yes, they put them in today. So that's why I haven't told you. They're in the shop now. Yeah. Remember to use GOG.com if you can. Yeah. So some of Marvel Snap looks gorgeous for sure. I don't think it's going to be my thing overall. I'd like to be wrong about that. I really would. I really hope they do JCM for that. I really hope they do. I'd like that board back. Again, obviously they'd said no initially, but it doesn't mean it won't eventually, right? So I've managed to kill only the gold so far. So Yen only works with spawn, not with create, spawn. So this will spawn, but this will create. So unless this creates something that spawns, it won't work. But obviously I now start doing this, and while it is a delay, it's now fine. I get it was a pre-order, yes, and yeah, I get that too. Hey, Regent, thank you so much for the 100 bits, my friend. And, ooh, just sneaks in time to start a hype train. I think it's 69% if that's 2 subs and 100 bits.
Spit it out already. I don't have all
Like
day.
a cheeky scam train, chat. Any scam trainers? Let's go. Create, no, because this is only the first time you spawn a unit, and create and spawn are not the same thing. So when I play this now, for example, and I play the Elven Seer, I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
The elders must put a stop to this rebellion.
My bad.
Else they
I am
will face
incorrect.
Devastation.
It does. Okay. Which is the reason I run Diplo in the first place, and I should know that. And draft, yes. I grumble about draft all the time. Yeah, I grumble about... You know I grumble about draft all the time. Yeah, and the sorceress dies. Perfect. Okay. Soon, exactly. Yes, I don't... Look, stuff is coming. I can't say any more. Is it going to be as soon as I want? No. Is it still coming? Yes. Am I bleeding this until we get all the way down to the end and then hoping this wins me the game? Why, yes. I think it should work like that, I believe. Yeah, it should work like that. Not the best hand to be pushing with here. But on the plus side, Illusionist into Sorceress of Dolblathana's good. Now, right? And obviously I can create myself Ardvi and... Yeah. Create has spawn in its description. Yes, it does spawn. It's just not in red, and it probably should be. But yes, you are right. So yes, it should work that way. Yeah, I'm aware of that issue, Tier, for sure, and it definitely needs looking at. But that is one of a million issues, unfortunately, that Draft has. It still doesn't even have the second, like the final part of Price of Power in it, I don't think. It drives me mad. But I know they're focusing on other stuff. Hey, Caleb! My friend, welcome in. Chat, defend the channel. Get those shields up. Get those shields up immediately. And defend our channel. How are you doing, Caleb? How is Storybook Brawl treating you, my friend? Chat, if you've enjoyed me playing Storybook Brawl in the past, you will enjoy Caleb playing it far more because he's actually good at the game. So feel free. Feel free to drop him a follow. I would recommend it heavily. Definitely a friend of the channel. How are you doing, sir? How are you doing? Is the new patch treating you well, I hope? I hope the new patch is treating you well. No, the new patch is in like a week ago, right? I think it was about a week ago the season started. I've been away on holiday, so that's the closest thing to this season that I've seen. I've barely been able to play. Oh, there was supposed to be another one that didn't. Ooh, that's never ideal, right?
Have you ever laid eyes on a deception of such grandeur?
Okay, let's take that. 3-ish. Wow, is it really that long? I haven't watched Dandy yet, Erdem. We will watch it on stream today when because I'm gonna have some lunch. So there'll be like 20 minutes, half an hour where I'm not playing, and we'll use that time to watch the Dandelion show and stuff as well. That's ooh, chunky Philavandrel. Philavandrel for that, nice. That's all right. Just finished making. Oh God, Lempe, nice. Have you registered, bud? Yeah. Are you in? You are. I invited you, didn't I? Yeah, because you're Spy Master, I think. Now, movement isn't actually going to help me. This isn't going to kill anything either, sadly. So, I kind of take this just for the 6. Which is a bit of a shame. So, I could play this... I can front row this, sure, but... no, this... I'm not playing this front row because this will take up a unit space for Triss, and I'm going to have enough units to do that already. So we do that. We punch Philavandrel in the face. But yeah, Triss will do work here regardless, right? Because I've got 1 unit, 2 unit, not quite in muzzle range. On the hype train, just missed. Oh boy, that is a thick... Is this going to be 4 Bountiful Harvests because they put them back? Because they managed to luck into finding more? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah, the perfect muzzle. Nice. Stunning. Love it. Lots of units. I am putting Triss back row, yes. Triss doesn't boost herself, though, so I want to fill the front row. Nice. Yes, thank you so much. Can I keep playing? I can't keep playing here, right?
Reach high into the sky.
Cool. So I'm actually on 41. It's quite close. Yeah, Triss doesn't boost herself, so... I need to push everything out of this list, right?
Watch and learn.
Oh. It's a bit rude, but sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Created card goes to 8, and then this for yo. That's a lot of points. There's no way they pass here, right? There's no way they pass here, so we're fine. And they might do. They have to give me one of their 2 big cards now. Unfortunately, it means I don't get to play the Triss, but I do keep it. They pass and think I can't make it. All right. So I have 7 points. I have 8 points. Takes me to 49. Triss takes me to 49. 54. Yeah, we just. I think we win here. And that's why hero passing against Lionheart is a terrible, terrible idea. Little Fury list. Oh lord. Oh, self wound. Interesting. See, one of the problems I'm having a lot is the hands I'm getting in round 1 are particularly poor. Like, I'm missing like all of my key pieces. Now, a lot of the time that won't be the case. And sometimes you get some and not others, but I'm regularly getting none of the key pieces I need, which is not ideal, right? No butterflies, no Yen, no Triss, no Ramon, no Invo, no muzzle, nothing. Not great. Not great at all. Okay. Especially against something like this, where I really need to be able to deny. Like, I need to be able to get rid of the defender. I need to, you know... It's not the best spot for us to be in. It's not fatal, but I have no graveyard punish for the Melusine, for instance. So, yeah, we have loads of thinning, but the thinning can hurt you, right? Because the thinning is, as a result, 1 brick, 2 brick, 3 bricks, 4 bricks, 5 bricks, and you regularly get them all as well. Not being able to do anything about this is not great for us. Amexing, thank you for the follow.
If I go down, I'm taking you with
think I've spawned Blood Moon. I can get that. I understand.
Rubber lines.
Yeah, that makes sense. Roach for Decree? Maybe. Maybe. That's really annoying. So I kind of want out of this round quickly, which is terrible against Self-Wound, and just hope I find more of my control tools into the round later. So I want to set the graveyard up a little bit instead. So let's...
Praise be to the great sun! Notice, all roads lead to Nilfgaard.
At least we're on the good coin. At least we have the luxury of saying we're on the good coin here. That's a massive card to give me right now. See, now I want to play, because their hand's really... Their hand must be stacked if that's the choice they're making here. Right? Their hand must be absolutely stacked. Bassicide! Good morning, my friend. How the devil are you? 15 points. I'm 17 points down here. Which is very catchable for us, right? Engine, actually, of 17, 18, 19. They can tempo pass and I'm fine with it, right? So I can just leader my way out of that. I'm pretty sure. So...
Welcome, chosen one.
Order will triumph. It must triumph.
Right? Now, obviously, I don't really want to use this without Yen on the board, but I can. Very interesting. Round control is really good for Sign Ritual. It's really good for everything in the entire meta, let's be completely honest. I don't think there's any list that wouldn't prefer it, but there are some that need it more than others. It's probably the best way to... And that's why they wanted to get out. We get the Ceres! Yes, Regent, it's great to see. Sure, okay, now we're out, right? Ceres being gone is very good for us here. No Heat Wave means I have to be able to Yen the Melusine, but then muzzle the Sigvold has to be the play, right? If I had Triss for this right now, look how many points Triss would be. Damn it, oh. We've had that emote for a little while. That's Lionheart Bassicide. Or Lionheart Bassi now. Right. This would actually have come out on a pass for them, which would have been really bad. Right, yeah, and I've just extended the round. This is now 16 points. Not amazing. Maybe I should be considering a squirrel. Okay, Triss is nice. You're okay. You're terrible. Okay. Nice. Again, though, missed both of the things I actually need to win this matchup, right? It's all well and good having all those points, but those points are completely... Okay, fine. Yeah, those points don't actually help me.
I bring death. Quite literally.
If I don't find these two cards, right? Really? But your short round's so good. Why would you not... You're... I'm so confused here. They're short round, like they can... Like, they won, like, that just... What? Nice! Okay. Yeah, maybe miss some cards. Yeah, but I mean, he's short. He just beats me and he's short. Thank you. Alrighty then. Right? Finally. I draw my cards. So, how do you have this card back so early? I just played. That's all it was, my friend. I just played the game. Imagine. They're so easy to unlock. It started at 11 today, and I was live just before. We've already done that. We're heading through Shani's. I think we'll get all 3 of them today, potentially.
What do you need?
Melusine? Oh, they don't go greedy. Nice. Okay, clever.
Best yield now.
How do I get... I mean, I can yen the defender if it comes down to it. I'm hopeful that I can kill it this way instead. But we'll find out, I guess. What did he squirrel? I actually don't know what they squirreled, but I had nothing in the graveyard I was worried about being squirreled, so... Just misc. Yeah. One of the knights, right. So Yen is now gone, and unfortunately these 4 points are just misc, because as the second this gets pinged, it's dead. But now we're just building our melee row, which was always an inevitability, I suppose. In terms of bronzes, I guess we're going for Svalblood Priests. A random Red Haze, yeah, I'll be real, wasn't playing around Red Haze, chat. This probably comes as quite a surprise to a lot of you. But now we have the defender, and does leave open one of the 2 big threats for us to steal. Killing is going to be difficult though, right? Because they still have Melusine, so they're going to need Rain in order to open up another Sigdrifer's Right. Okay, so they just play Sigvold flat, that's alright.
Continent folk will never understand.
Continent folk will never understand. Ah.
Have you ever laid eyes on a
Shame it's not spawn and play. Shame it's not spawn and play, right? Time for a rant. Yes, that's. I mean, it's what I've always seen them doing before, right? How are you doing, Nick? Good to see you. I'm good. I'm good. I'm a little sunburned. I was at the beach, but I'm good otherwise. Okay, so here's Canute. Canute probably going to punch that.
Flows in your veins.
Veins. Is the priest a good idea? We'll find out this time on Dragon Ball Z, my friend. This time on Dragon Ball Z.
reality is that which, though you believe it no more, does not go away.
Yeah, no, I don't want to live in that world either. I'll give you that. Yeah, I don't want to live there either. Because that does sound terrible. You're right. Bricked Ramon. Ah! I bricked Ramon. Ah. Ah. Why? Why Lionheart? Ah. That's what happens when you take 3 days off Gwent, chat. 3 days off Gwent, you just misplay all over the place. It's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, they have no rain here, so that's just going to be a Mardrum, right? It's fine. Do we win even with this terrible, terrible series of misplays from me? That's not good, right?
Wrong. Another mistake.
Feels bad, chat. Feels terrible, in fact, I'll go as far as to say. That's it. Punch. Okay, they want to get through the defender, which is interesting. I think I yen the Sigvold shortly, right? Obviously, they have the Melusine from Fukusha still, but I think we just yen this now. This board is brand new and in the shop right hecking now.
Accept this offering that we might make the course safely.
Fine. Right, hacking now. This board is available in the shop. Very exciting. So I've thrown 12 points here, right? I have 12 more points if I just play these in the right order. So if we lose this by 12, it's my own fault. Try not to brick Megascope. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Okay, there's the Fuchsia. The Fuchsia brings back these Melusine, right? Yeah, it's a lot of points. So I'm going to play this now because I'm trying not to be an idiot. Use more stuff on Sigvold. It's always then you're always playing a bit of a risk, though, right? You're always going to risk Invo Melusine or Sigvold. Which one is usually more points? That's going to depend entirely on if you're winning or losing, and if you have access to Graveyard Hate for the other one, and how big the Melusine is as well. Because a lot of lists can deal with... If you've got a lock, you should always go for the Melusine, for instance, because you can just lock the Sigvold, but you can't lock a Melusine. Wrong row? No, again, I don't want to chuck Megascopes on the... Oh,
this mess. His eyes only.
That's scary. Yeah, I was going to say, to be honest, melee Triss is going to do a lot of value anyway. Probably more points, generally speaking, right? Because I'm going to do 2, 4, so 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm going to do 21 points of damage offensively, which I think is probably better. They're running Ale? Yes, they're probably running Ale, yeah. Deck your graveyard. Okay. We'll take Stunning Blow here. Ooh. I think I Stunning Blow the Canute, actually. I think I just flat out Stunning Blow this. Right? Yeah. And then we make a decision on everything else at the end. But Canute being gone means they can't do this. Yeah. And a lot of... if you can also deal with Canute, it kind of nullifies a lot of what Sigvold can do anyway. So on board right now, I've got another 6, 10. I've got 15 more points than it looks like I have. So offensive Triss is probably the play, but we'll see. And obviously then you've got minus 6 points of this nonsense as well. Actually, no, because this will... it's only 4 more points because it won't proc back. Fine with that. Okay, so it's got to be heal, heal, you. Okay, so ranged row. If I play this on the ranged row, it's going to be 4, 8, 9. Okay, so it's definitely offensive. 2, 3, plus 11, so 14, 15. This is 17 points offensively, which is just better than any options I've got, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. Yeah, I could have boosted my own back row as well, yeah. Although she doesn't boost herself. So they don't have... They just use Restore, which is why it was safe to hit the Melusine. If they hadn't, I probably would have boosted, because we'd have just given them value, right? Curse of Corruption. Depends on the message, Ryoganed, but yeah. Okay, that should be quite a difficult match to win, but I'll take it.